So we're about to try this again and see if we can finally watch The Hate You Give. It's Friday, the Friday after it was released, the 26th, I believe. And last week it didn't work out, so hopefully this week at a different theater it works out. So today we're gonna try and watch The Hate You Give. My boyfriend might fall asleep, but I always drag him to the movies anyway, just because I don't want to go by myself. So we're gonna watch The Hate You Give. Gonna get some snacks. Hopefully it's good. If you should read the book before you go watch the movie, because the book is always better. So just keep that in mind if you want to see the movie. Definitely read the book first. The lights look like lightning bolts.
Or something.
Yeah. Oh, maybe the other one? I really don't know this. You chose a weird one. Huh?
Your movie at the right time.
I know, it's just so weird and the setup is different. See, they don't even have a big TV. They have a small TV.
Why don't we each stand in one line, see which one goes first?
No, because you said it's the previews.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's pretty good. I mean, I have been at the other four previews. All right. Well, then you stay here and I'll go over there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, everybody. We just went to the movies and
We just got back.
well, we just got back. Sure, we just went and we saw a movie called The Hate You Give, as suggested by her, not by me.
I read the book.
We had pretty good concessions. We got pizza. She got a pizza and I got a pizza because I was starving. So
And I've been telling him to try it for the longest time from the theater. He was gonna get a nasty hot dog.
It probably tasted disgusting, but I was so hungry that it didn't taste.
No, it
disgusting.
has a nice crunch. So next time you go to the movies, which isn't often because people like to use Netflix now, try the pizza. And it was the old theater, so we thought maybe they didn't have pizza or the good stuff.
We got a large Sprite. Didn't fill it up all the way, but almost to the top. I didn't think we'd go through the whole thing.
He
And we
drank
ended up
all
going-
of. No, he drank all of it. Mostly. I had a few sips, and the next time when I turned around, it was gone. Mid movie, and it was 2 hours.
She didn't. She forgot. It's okay.
And the machines are not blind friendly.
Actually, they're not that bad. I thought it was gonna be the ones from the other
Every
place.
time we tried.
This one is the one that they have at the Noodles and Company, which I know how to use now. But I thought it was the one that they have. No, at the shop, at the other one on the west side, they got a fancier one. That one I don't know how the hell to use. But anyway.
Yeah.
And then she got little ice cream bite things too.
Crunch is the best.
And
then so we went to Theater 5.
we did indeed.
He lost me for a second. You know, it's dark in there, so.
She lost me on the way out.
Dude, I didn't lose you. I didn't know where the door was. It blended into the wall. At least I didn't crash into it. So, theater this time was not crowded because last week, like I said in the beginning, we tried to go watch it, didn't work out. But it was more people last week at Showplace 12 compared to AMC 8. AMC.
I'm not bored with this conversation or anything. I'm just tired.
Yes. Well, yeah, because he went straight from work to the theater.
It's like 8:30 now, and I've been up since like 5:50.
So, on to the movie. Like I said, I read the book first. Always way better than the movie because they have crunch time. They can only put in so much, but I felt like they left a lot out that were minor things that they could have put into it.
I did not read the book, so I don't have any quarrels about that.
guys have to see it. The girl, I felt like they didn't really make her look like how they described her in the book. They described her to have like an afro or at least like curly hair because she was mixed with some type of Spanish and black. So I felt
the girl did
it was bone straight. Her hair was bone straight.
She had it braided.
No. The beginning it was bone straight in a ponytail.
I didn't remember that. Well, listen, the girl didn't look like she was completely black anyway, so she could have been, half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. She could have been anything. Well, fine, but what I'm saying is, and I think they're supposed to be in New York too, by the way that they talk. So they got a lot of. I mean,
me and my friend thought she was in Chicago. They were in Chicago because there's a lot of heights, and they kept saying.
There are a lot of heights everywhere, though.
Are there? Well, I mean, I guess I've heard some in California, but we were thinking like some of the stuff that sounded like Chicago-ish, but it could have been anywhere because they never said in the book. They just call it the Heights and Williamson.
So it was okay, but not my kind of movie.
Just it was about what'd you say, police brutality, like that whole kind of thing.
They're trying to shove an idea down your throat is the point of the movie, and
everybody is entitled to their opinion, so
I'm not giving my
no.
opinion.
I'm just saying that.
But regardless, even if it would have been shoving the idea down your throat and it would have been in the opposite direction, it still would have bothered me because, well, like I guess people say that the word that people use, I guess, preachy or something. I guess that would be they're trying to. She says the author had this idea to begin with, so the Hollywood people are just following along with that. But some of the comments that she made to me on the ride home about the differences that they made. For example, at the end, she says, in the movie, they stayed in Garden Heights, but in the book, they leave.
They leave to go to the suburbs.
Yeah, fine, but in the movie. So I think that they just, again, going back to the preachy thing or making this point across, in the movie,
everything's peachy after the guy, the what's his name, the big drug lord gets arrested and everything's supposed to go.
Right, so the resolution stage of this movie is, what you saw at first, but now it's a lot more bright and it's colorful and they're all playing around in the front yard and it's like, okay, well, so they do that on purpose and, little things like that. And
then the only part in the movie I feel like that was even given an ounce of, well, let's think about where other people might be coming from. Like the police officer was the part where her uncle was talking and saying what the policemen think, the different policemen might think on duty versus the regular everyday citizen who thinks everybody is out to get them.
The movie is very much it works if you happen to agree with the author and the producer's line of thinking. But if you don't, I don't think you'll find the movie appealing because there are many obvious places in the movie where it's this there are too many holes. It's like, well, but you guys are missing an obvious point here. A question's not being asked, but it doesn't matter because the people who think that way to begin with, that agree with the author's thinking, they wouldn't ask those questions anyway, so they just nod their head and go along with it. So,
I think it's catered to people. I mean, the book was good. Don't get me wrong. I don't know, certain things I don't agree with, but I think it's catered to people who live in certain areas of what most people like. People who live in poverty versus people who live in the suburbs, and everybody thinking that suburb people are better and everything, and just that type of thing. That everybody's trying to keep them down, but I don't know. If you read the book, I would say go see the movie, but don't see the movie and then go try and read the book because it never works out that way. Plus, you're probably not going to be interested after you already seen the movie or think you know everything, which is not the case. But it's still, I mean, it was enjoyable to me only because I read the book. I just didn't like the parts and the people who they left out. There were so many parts where I'm just like, this is wrong. This is not how it's supposed to be.
And I guess the final thing I'll say is, like I said, I didn't read the book, so I don't really have much more to say about it, but if you don't feel like being preached to Whether you agree with however they're preaching to you or you don't go on a Friday after a long week of work. Mercy Jesus.
When should they go?
I don't know. Go on a Monday or something. The day is already terrible. Your week starts. I don't know. No, but on a Friday, I don't know.
He usually sleeps through the movie, but I asked him to stay up and watch.
I didn't sleep through this one. It was.
He thought it was gonna be Teeny Bopper actually, which it did kind of start out that way because she is in high school. She's 16, so and she's a witness.
I hate kids. So.
She's a witness and everything, so it did. It was not too Teeny Bopper-ish. I mean, they cuss more so than let's say.
I know, but I don't care about the drama of 16-year-olds. Mercy.
Well, this drama was not like any other drama.
Fine, but I didn't know that at first. When the movie starts out, you don't know what it's going to turn into. So
yeah. So yeah, that's our movie review. If you've seen it, leave us a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts and also read the book. And
maybe one day I'll make my own podcast or YouTube channel separate from our own, and I'll explain all the things that were wrong with for those who are interested. But
you had your opportunity. Next.
There you go.
So.
All right.
What else should they do?
Subscribe to her channel and tweet, thumb up on Facebook and Instagram.
Excuse me.
I don't have social media. I'm done. I don't know.
They're supposed to subscribe, comment, and share.
That's what I said. Bye.
And tweet. Bye.
I want to say one more thing before I wrapped up this video. Because we kind of were talking over each other and just all over the place, I just wanted to say that there were a couple of things that I noticed that I didn't really go into detail before. But in the book, they described her very differently, like I said before, and on the movie she did not look like how they made her sound in the book, so that was a bummer. And one scene, and another scene, that was when she was talking about how her other friend died, Natasha, I think it was, she said that they were playing basketball, and in the book I feel like I remember they were playing they were playing in the water, not playing basketball. But I need to reread the book, but I noticed there was a bunch of stuff wrong. And when her dad and the drug dealer, the higher up drug dealer, King, were kind of in a heated debate, it was not in a car. They weren't sitting together. And for her prom dress, I could have sworn it was blue, because I thought that her boyfriend was gonna wear blue for his tux or something, but it was just all wrong, which I guess you kind of expect that with movies, but I feel like Twilight kind of got it mostly correct, but maybe that's because the author actually had more input in her movie, her book being made into a movie. I don't know, but it was better. I feel like the Twilight books going into being movies were better, set up better. But yeah, definitely, if you read the book of The Hate You Give, you will definitely see differences when watching the movie. I think if I didn't read the book, I probably would have enjoyed it better, but I did. So by the way, don't mind how I look. My face is currently hating me because I've been going crazy on the dairy. So, yeah. And I hope y'all have a good night. And like we said before, we'll see y'all later. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And tell me what you thought, if you go see the movie, or if you read the book, or both. And share this with your friends, family, etc. etc. Oh, and have a fun Halloween, since this is a weekend before Halloween. So let me know if you're going to go trick-or-treating with your kids, family, friends, or if you're going to any parties. By the time you see this video, it will be past Halloween. But yeah, let me know in the comments. And I'll see y'all in the next video.